Hi and welcome to this ORICtober video, a celebration of the Oric computers in October 2021. So in my last video I did quite a long explanation about serial attributes, focusing on how to change foreground and background colors. I did mention in that video that there are other things that serial attributes allow you to do, not just change the color but also apply other effects. And I just want to go through some of those now. I'm not going to talk about or show the some special category of attribute commands which are changing the mode of the display from text to graphics mode and back again. I'll show or maybe leave that for another episode because it's quite involved, and I want to try and keep this video short because I've been promising that that's what I'm going to do. So what I would like to do is just cover some of the attributes types that I haven't already spoken about. So in addition to colors, the ULA, the video chip of the Oric, allows you to have effects such as flashing and double height, and also change the character set. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm using the Oric Atmos, again, version 1.1 of the Oric BASIC this time rather than D flat. And what I want to start with is just to put some rows of text somewhere on the screen, and I'm going to put them, I think, somewhere near the bottom of the screen. So maybe I'll start around row 18 and go down to all the way to the bottom, which is row 27 or 26, because the status line on Oric. And I'm just going to plot 10 comma I. So on the ith row I'll just say hello world, exclamation mark. Next. So all I'm doing there is just printing some text, and I'm going to use the plot command to change the attributes on each of these rows to give you an idea of what you can do. So firstly, how about I just change the color of the first hello world to, say, blue. So if I plot at column 1 but row 18, which is where I started plotting the hello world, and I say put the code 4 there. If you remember, that is the code for ink color blue. So let's do that, and you can see it's turned blue. And I'm just going to update this this section of the line. I'm just going to edit it and just do some other colors so that we can all see that what I talked about is still the situation. So let's use 1 for red. Well, actually I just overwrote the magenta one, so let's go 5 there, and then let's go on row 21. It's quite nice. It's quite nice to do some of these things actually. Let's do cyan. Oh no, I shouldn't. Yes, I can do cyan actually. I'm missing green, aren't I? So let's do on row 22 green, which is color 2. And actually let's do color 3, which is yellow as well, on row 23. There we go. Here we have some colourful text there at the bottom. So the number 0 through to 7 changes the foreground colour. The number 16 through to 23 changes the background colour using the same convention. So if I, for example, was to plot at column 0 and row 18, let's have a yellow background, which would be 3 plus 16. So this is all what I showed you last time around. But what about those codes between 8 and 15? There's a gap there. And basically what code 8 is, and I'll use this yellow line to show it. So if I plot at row at column 2 this time to miss the yellow and the blue attributes I've already set. If I put there the code 8, so at column 2, row 18, code 8, that is single height, steady, and standard character set. And if I press enter, nothing will happen. Why? Because that's the default. Single height characters with steady, no flashing basically, and using the standard character set. However, if I go to code 9, that is using the alternate character set. So now we get this what looks like gobbledygook, and basically the Oric has two character sets, the standard and the alternate, and I have set the alternate character set there by setting the code 9. So any number between 8 and 15 is not colours but some other effects, and setting the lowest bit, so 8 plus 1 essentially, is the alternate character set. So now let's try another code then. What if on row 19 I was to do code 10? Now what we see, it's something called double height. So I'm going to put 10 on here. It's double height, standard, a standard character set, and no flashing. So let's do that. And you can see now there's only half of Hello World being shown. And that's because when it's double height, the odd rows show the top half of the character set and the even rows show the bottom. So if on row 20 I put the code 10 as well, what we will find is that now I've got Hello World, and of course the colours for each of the rows are still what I set them to previously. So I put up, but you can see Hello World is now double height. So moving quickly on, what about flashing? Well, if I do on row 21, so let's keep some of these effects here, code 11, well, code 11 is the alternate character set. I'll do it anyway, because just for completeness, I'll show the alternate character set, and then row 22 I've also put that. So the alternate character set looks like the blue characters with the yellow background, but it's double height. So what I'm left with then is flashing. So let's try flashing. So if I mean in the computer term, of course. So single height, flashing, and standard character set is code 12. So on row 23, I'm going to put code 12. So now Hello World is flashing with the standard character set. And if I then go ahead and put code 13, 13 is let me see, 13 is the alternate character set because the lowest bit is set. So that means I will now see that Hello World goes, well actually let's go back to 12 and then go on the other row so that we can see all of these. I'll go to row 24 and set that to 13. So you can see it's sent to the alternate character set, but also flashing. And then the final one is actually I can set the well, it's not the final one, but the last one I'm going to show here on row 25. If I set it to 14, I'm going to get a double height flashing with the standard character set. Again, I'm only seeing the top half, so let's then set the other row to also 14 because it's the even row, so it will show the bottom half of the characters. So there you go. That is almost all of the different effects. Essentially, you've got single height, double height, the standard character set, the alternate character set, flashing or steady, and most of the combinations of that are here. And that's a nice piece of flexibility that the ULA offers. And you know, there are many games that you will see, I'm sure have seen, which take advantage of those effects. So I'm going to keep it to about 10 minutes. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you learned something about how the Oric does its displays. Bye bye.